Hi everybody, it's me. Getting ready to do a 3-day fishing trip. Chad and I have a large tournament coming up on Richland Chambers this weekend. Taking off tomorrow from work. Going to go do some fishing, pre-fishing. And Saturday and Sunday we have the tournament. But anyway, I wanted to kind of show everybody what us hardcore bass fishermen kind of carry out and load out in their boat and stuff like that. I carry light. I mean, I don't carry a lot of stuff. I kind of carry what it is. I usually fish all the time. I know a lot of people carry a lot more, but just kind of show you what I've got. I know a lot of people have different things what they carry, so I'll go by each one by one. Anyway, going to start off one right here. Got my tool bag. I carry in my compartment. I've got some scent, little WD-40, never hurts to have. I've got some needle nose, pliers, wire. I use that sometimes when the little rubber band breaks on the jigs or spinner baits. I can actually fix them there in the boat without having to worry about that. Got a plug knocker, pull my crankbaits off, a couple pairs of scissors, some spiket, just various tools, a hook, sharpener, etc. Here's how I keep my plastics. I've got one here organized Cincos and frogs. Got them organized kind of 3 per individual thing. I've got various different colors of Cincos. I like to carry a couple flukes, but mostly I carry a lot of frogs. I find out this time of the year especially, I can wind up with my basic colors: red shad, chartreuse white, green pumpkin, watermelon red, June bug, etc. And what you're going to see is all of my plastics are broken down by those basic colors. Dark, lighter, lightest, etc. But all of them have those same basic flavors. I don't go overboard on different colors. I've got one for worms here. A lot of times this is mostly my summer bag. When the bite gets a little tougher, I'm usually using worms or fries, somewhere along that line. Got some old monsters if I'm using I want to use a big bulky plastic. Lizards and tubes. Lizards, brush hogs, tube baits is which I use a lot now also, especially during the spring. A nice compact bait I can flip under docks, and various type of brush that will slip in nice and easily. And then it's the same basic colors: watermelon red, June bug, pumpkin seed, red bug, etc. Stuff like that. Got my basic spinner baits. Mostly throw a 1/2 ounce spinner bait, but I have various other colors all within here in the various pages. Got buzz baits in here, chatter baits, etc. Like I said, this is mostly what I carry in my boat. Oh look, there's a trailer hook needs to go back in there. But I have more tackle in the garage, so when these things get depleted, I go to my stores, which is I have over in my workbench and up there, more different plastics, more hard baits, things like that, and I restock my boxes here. So next is I have a little bit of finesse packages here. I've got some smaller body swim baits I use if I'm using mini umbrella rigs. I've got some smaller type of spins I use if I'm really trying to size down on something. Got some shaky heads, some underspins that I use. Terminal tackle. All my hooks and weights and Carolina rigs and drop shots and trailer hooks, umbrella rigs. Toothpicks I use to peg weights, but every kind of size weight I need. I don't go overboard. I have size hooks starting at 5 all the way down to size 2, and I have some circle and weedless hooks for wacky rigging. Crankbaits. These are medium divers, and my traps. Again, basic colors: chartreuse, fire tiger, some type of off-shad color, a silver, a gold, etc. Next is smaller crankbaits. A lot of times I have to use running square bill, shallow, and some topwater baits like that. These are my smaller profile crankbaits. Large crankbaits. Trying to get the bigger fish. A lot of DD22s, DD14s, some deeper diving jerk baits I use, etc. That's my number one box I primarily go to when I'm throwing a crankbait, because I want to catch and get the biggest profile crankbait I can to get some bigger fish and get it down deep. Swim baits, soft body swim baits. Got those in here, various different colors, nothing overboard. I'm using more and more of these recently, especially for a lot of the flooded brush we have this year due to the lakes that were on the droughts. Jigs, not really much of a jig fisherman, but I'm trying. Using more jigs, trying to get down to where I'm a better jig fisherman to try to catch those bigger fish, but basic colors. Another little box I carry my finesse stuff that I showed over here in. Got fishing line. I'm considering myself a frugal fisherman, so I use big game. Cheap as it get. I don't spend money on fluorocarbon. On braid, I use Power Pro. I have a couple rods with on it for frogging, flipping, etc., stuff like that. But this is my basic loadout. Anyway, hope to do this weekend, catch some fish, and have a good time. Check with y'all later. Bye.